Aurangzeb enforced strict Sharia, banned music, and imposed parda. Yet, in his final days, he suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of a woman. In 1700, Chhatrapati Rajaram died, leaving Swarajya vulnerable. Seizing the moment, Aurangzeb took personal command, ordering fresh troops and horses from the north to crush the Marathas once and for all. But at Vishalgarh, Maharani Tarabai crowned herself regent and took charge of Swarajya's defense. The daughter of a battle-hardened commander, she had grown up around war, strategy, and politics. When Aurangzeb heard of her coronation, he celebrated, convinced that defeating a helpless woman would be easy. He was in for a brutal surprise. Tarabai struck first. Her army stormed into Mughal territories, demanding Chout. While Aurangzeb laid siege to Maratha forts, Tarabai flipped the script. She left the Mughals waste months besieging well-defended mountain forts, while her cavalry struck back with precision. Night raids devastated months of siege work. Mughal supply lines were cut. Imperial communications intercepted. Enemy forces were lured into tight ravines and ambushed. With no food, no reinforcements, and no progress, the Mughals had only one option: pay massive ransoms to buy forts from the Marathas instead of conquering them. But Tarabai's plan ran deeper. The Mughals repaired captured forts, strengthened defenses, and reprovisioned them, only for the Marathas to recapture them with ease, often by stealth. Aurangzeb's treasury bled dry. Proudly, the emperor moved to the next fort, only to repeat the same humiliating cycle. While forts fell on paper, the Marathas only grew stronger. The gold paid for surrendering forts was used to fund deeper raids into Mughal territory. 50,000 Maratha troops crossed the Narmada. By 1706, 80,000 marched into Gujarat, collecting taxes unchallenged. Fueled by Maharani Tarabai's relentless energy, Swarajya drew its inspiration. She organized the army so well that even Mughal chroniclers praised her leadership. In his final days, Aurangzeb, who had outlawed women from public affairs, was humiliated by one.